If I don't turn up in here tonight, I get. If I don't turn up in here tonight, I get fined. If all the fine money was going to the Ricky Stewart Foundation, I'd tell you the truth today, because then I get fined. And I know the money's going to the best cause I know of. I can't tell you the truth. I can't tell you the way that game panned out, because I get fined. So I'm not going to answer any questions. I've done my job. Thanks.
They were at their best. Melbourne Storm wrestled today. Yeah, I thought they were at their best today in that area. It was slow, it was frustrating. Referee Smith did a good job. Seriously, I watched him closely today. He managed the game perfectly. He got off the line early. I can complain about it as much as I like during the week, but he just does it very, very good. I wish we had a couple of them. He's just a good player, and he knows how to, whether you call it fought the rules or push the referee or whatever it is, he's the best at it. And he showed tonight he had one of those games.
NRL coaches are under huge amounts of pressure. If their team doesn't win games, it could mean that they lose their job. So when controversial referee decisions play a role in deciding the match, it can cause coaches to let out their frustrations and blow up. For this list, we are only considering NRL coaches blowing up in the sit-down post-match media conference, which all coaches must attend after the match. So, this is Greatest Game of All, and these are 10 post-match press conference blow-ups. Number 10, Ricky Stewart in 2018. You've probably already figured out that Ricky Stewart would feature multiple times on this list. After all, he has been fined over $120,000 by the NRL across his coaching career. He once again spoke his mind in this round 19 clash against the Sharks, where a potential knock-on from the Sharks forced a touch judge to put his flag up for a brief second, before allowing play to continue, which led to a Cronulla try. This confused a few Raiders players as they saw the flag go up and immediately stopped playing. The Sharks would go on to win by 4 points, and betting company Ladbrokes actually paid out head-to-head bets on the Raiders to win the match, as well as offering to pay for any fines that Ricky Stewart may receive from the post-match press conference. Here's what he had to say.
Disappointing is we're talking about it, isn't it? I just criticised my players in there for not playing to the not playing to the whistle. And then they tell me, well, the flag went up and the referee called knock on. So what are they meant to do? Referee calls knock on, the flag goes up. People don't understand, this is our jobs. We play for results, and unfortunately it makes it harder when you've got people making error that doesn't help you when you're after a result. But any time a touch judge puts his flag up, isn't the referee meant to blow his whistle and go by the adjudication that he made? All this rot started at round 1 this year. Now, I don't know who came out and told the referees that they had to come in and pick on everything in regards to the 10-metre rule, hands on the ball, start nitpicking at little bits and pieces of shitty pieces of play. And realistically, if you're going to do that right, because in every tackle of every set of 6, you can find something in rugby league. But that's the beautiful thing about our game.
Number 9, Ricky Stewart in 2015. Stewart made this press conference quick and straight to the point in his team's round 12 loss to the Broncos. Only answering one question, Stewart only took 24 seconds to get his point across before storming out of the room.
No, it wasn't one of those games, mate. Toddy Greenberg, he was at the game tonight, and I just really hope he saw what I saw. And it's a lot healthier for our club. And if I don't go any further into this press conference, and it's not out of... in respect to all the media, got nothing to do with you, but it's just a lot healthier if I don't continue. Thanks.
Number 8, Ricky Stewart in 2014. Round 10 of the 2014 season saw the Panthers topple Ricky Stewart's Raiders 26-20. That result did come with some controversy, with the Penrith try, a late penalty, and a forearm incident all being addressed in the post-match conference by Stewart. He was fined $10,000 for bringing these decisions up during the conference.
I know what type of character you are, mate. If you get a forearm in the head, what would you do? You'd react. But he was bringing that back to penalise us. He got it wrong. I've been involved in some clangers in my career, and I'll have all my critics, which are all lining up. all saying I'm a whinger, but I've been involved in some refereeing clangers, and I tell you that takes the cake today. Our most important spectator at this game today was Archer. He's seen it firsthand, so we don't need to go back and review it. That last one, it's laughable. The referees today were not at the standard of the first grade referees. We've got to take a dive in the game to get a penalty today. Josh Papali got hit by, and only slightly, but it's in the rules, you're not allowed to be impeded by a lead runner coming through the line. If Josh Papali had went to the ground and took a dive, we get a penalty, it's no try. That was, I've seen some good ones, but my gosh, that was poor. But as I say, I'll be labelled a whinger. But if I don't come out and say if I don't come out and tell the truth, I'm not protecting, I'm not doing the right thing by my players. It's because the players are frustrated, mate. They're frustrated. The referees cause those blues. Because players get frustrated. Campo gets frustrated. Campo's a competitor. He's a frustrated person at the moment. When you get when you get poor refereeing decisions that are just incorrect, purely incorrect, that frustrates you because it's a tight competition. It's a tight game. Every game's a tight game, and they're crucial. That was a crucial 2 points for us today that I thought we could have got. That'll do. And then I'm costing me 20 or 30,000.
Number 7, Trent Robinson in 2016. The annual Roosters vs Dragons Anzac Day clash saw the Roosters lose by 2 points and Trent Robinson unloaded on referee Ben Cummins and the bunker. This was over how the bunker was picking up on everything in the game and how referee Cummins was treating his players, especially the captain Jake Friend. He also said Cummins had been horrible and disrespectful to his players for many years. Robinson was fined $40,000 for his remarks.
A couple of decisions there, we had pressures. That was split second. The bunkers decided to be the on-field ref today. They jumped in at every occasion. They've got to, they're not the match review committee. They're not the match review committee. There's a head clash. Boyd Cordner had to get taken from the field, as did Tane Milne on the Napa tackle. Dylan bounced up off his body. There won't be a charge around it. And the bunker decides that they're going to play the match review committee and call a penalty. We're on Anzac Day. We're on Anzac Day. We want to play a tough game. And they were just soft calls coming from a bunker. They weren't good enough. And then, Ben's been horrible for, disrespectful to our players for many years, and it's continued. We've had good high percentage win rate up until this year. And Ben Cummins, we've won 2 games under him. He speaks poorly to our players, won't look them in the eye, and then they have 20-metre restart at the end of the game, 4 minutes to go. It's just poor. The way that he spoke to Jake during the game was unacceptable.
Number 6, Ricky Stewart in 2013. Back when he coached the Eels in 2013, Ricky Stewart unleashed on the referees in his team's round 6 clash against the Titans. Stewart brought up the penalty count and how the Titans weren't getting penalised for similar infringements to what his team were getting penalised for. He was fined $10,000 for his lengthy spray on the referees.
Well, I just feel sorry for the players, and it's happened every week. We're just a very, very easy team to penalise. I'm sick and tired of Daniel Anderson talking to my coaches during the week and saying, yeah, he understands in regards to the penalty, that wasn't a penalty, no penalty, no penalty, no penalty, and yet it still happens week in, week out. It's only because they're a very easy team to penalise. You haven't got any of the higher profile players where you can get the penalties or milk the penalty. It's bullshit. I just feel so sorry for the players. You bust your ass all week in preparation. I know what they go through, these boys. Yet to go out there and to be 7-0 down in the second half, be the better football team to be 7-0 down in the second half, then lose at 8-1 and get a cheap penalty with 2 minutes to go. It's wrong. I really don't know where Daniel Anderson and these referees are taking the game. The NRL talk to broadcasters, they say don't bag the referees. There's referees there that are interpreting a different game of football to other referees. It's just not consistent. And these poor blokes go into a game of football like that, and they're the better team for the first half, the scoreline says so, and all of a sudden it's 7-0 in 35 minutes of football in penalty count, and yet there were probably 7 penalties there, and it probably could have been more that we were actually penalised for, and they're probably penalties. I'm not blown off about that. There's no way they were that clean. It's just wrong. It was unfair tonight, and I really feel sorry for the players. That was very, very obvious.
Did it decide the game, Ricky?
Oh, well, what do you think?
Hurt you, isn't it?
Oh. Over the last 2 weeks, we've thrown two good passes that were all ruled forward, yet they were just too good for the refs. That wasn't a forward pass tonight to young Kalepi going through and scoring under the post. The pass was too good for the ref. Talk about first grade standards. Everybody's got to get to first grade standards. Now, we sit here and we've got to front the media and we've got to try and talk to the media, and I'll try and do it as honestly as I can. We'll get those referees in here to talk about their bullshit errors. Ask Daniel Anderson about that. He'll come back and give you the sheet that I read during the week and don't understand. Obviously, I'm not that intelligent. But I read their reviews. I'm no further advanced in regards to reading their review. But it'll be yes, correct, a correct decision, poor decision. No one's got any responsibility or any ownership of decisions or their referee performance. Indiscretion. It's the referee's indiscretion. Well, right, it's right or wrong. And if he's wrong, he's not first grade standard. Put him back to the under-20s.
Potter said last Monday that Melbourne were better.
Same referee, mate.
Yeah, Melbourne were better at talking to the referees. You're being penalised and your opposition isn't? Is that what?
I don't have to worry about any other teams. You can't have a 7-0 penalty count and win a game of football. And yet it shouldn't have been 7-0. Simple. We're growing. We're a young team. We're easy to penalise. We're easy to jump into. I'm up in the box and I'm hearing two referees saying hand on ball, yet no penalty. Jared, Rennie, they go to the referee, they ask for an explanation. You get an explanation, it's friggin' Spanish. There's no explanation to a lot of the actual rulings. The game's turning into a surrender, dive on the ground, play the ball, let's go again. It's getting into the Super League era. It's going backwards. They're not machines. You can't hit the deck, play the ball, go again in regards to how quick it is. And it's interpretation of the game. It's putting too much pressure on referees. Referees are making mistakes. And yet out there tonight, there's no way my team is that ill-disciplined. We work on it every week at training. I get the players in, I say, you are going to be penalised. You're easy to penalise at the moment. These poor buggers have been kicked like brown dogs over the last 2 years, and they're just easy to penalise. Penalise Parramatta, penalise Parramatta. It's happened for the last 6 weeks, and we just got to keep learning and growing under adverse situations in regards to how they referee us, because that wasn't right out there tonight. Problem is, 2 football teams out there busting their asses in regards to preparing all week to go into a game like that, then have it decided not by the 2 football teams. That's the thing I get the shits about.
Number 5, Trent Robinson in 2021. One of the biggest headline-grabbing moments of the 2021 season occurred in a round 24 clash between the Rabbitohs and the Roosters. A Latrell Mitchell high tackle on Roosters star centre Joey Manu resulted in a fractured cheekbone for Manu, meaning his season would be over. Mitchell was also suspended for the infringement and would also miss the rest of the season, which ended up being crucial to his team's premiership hopes as they eventually lost by 2 points in the grand final. Trent Robinson blew up over the incident and was fined $20,000 for his comments in the press conference.
You know, I'm just baffled at it. He was down for how long, and then it took Joey to stand up and go and stick up for himself with a depressed fracture of the cheekbone. And then they still didn't want to do anything about it. Henry Perenara sitting in the bunker, didn't stop play, didn't do anything about it. Then Ashley asked them to play on, and then the players went at it again. And then he just missed it completely. Perenara, who's supposed to know some footy, sitting up in the box, and then doesn't do anything about it for maybe 30, 40, 50 seconds, doesn't do a thing about it. Joey Manu does something about it. It's a common theme of this year about the NRL and the bunker not looking after our players. It's been clear for, they've changed 2 rules, 2 of the major rules this year based on the bunker and the referees doing nothing about it on Roosters players. And you can say I'm playing up about a Roosters player, but the guy's off at hospital, and then they get forced into finally making a call on it, and then they send him for 10 in the bin. 10 in the bin. It was laughable. It was that bad. It was almost laughable. They didn't know what they were doing. It was just, how do you send that for 10 in the bin? A guy will finish the year based on a late shot to the head, and it's 10 minutes in the bin. At which game? Like, you cannot make decisions if that's your decision. And then we've got Siwa Takioa, who Everybody knows, Corey, you know, that's a hip drop. Everybody knows you sit on the ankle, you twist down, and now he's got a knee injury over it. And a guy sitting in the bunker says that's just on report. You know, we're the most penalised team in the comp, and we're the most targeted. And the bunker, even was at the Brisbane game, we get a high shot on Satili Tupanua, and Henry Perenara doesn't want to send him off. Get out of there. If you can't do it, get out of there. Or just get rid of it all completely. Get rid of it completely. If you cannot do the job, get out of there. And it's shown that the NRL bunker cannot do their job this year. It's been a farce. It's been an absolute farce. So to see Joey Manu walk off, have to stick up for himself, that should have been stopped, 10 seconds after the incident? It's that bad, it's actually funny. It's that bad, it's actually funny. Like, what are they doing up there? Is it, there must be, I don't know what they're doing up there. There must be something going on when a Roosters player gets hit high in 2021. There must be something that distracts them. It's like the Twilight Zone up there when a Roosters player gets hit high.
Number 4, Ricky Stewart in 2017. The whole performance of the referees in this round 20 clash between the Raiders and the Storm outraged Ricky Stewart, suggesting the referees should come to the press conference and own up to their mistakes.
The supporters aren't idiots. You only had to listen to them tonight. I walk into the change rooms there, I got 47 texts. I never turned my phone on after the game, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong in what I was thinking tonight. 47 texts. Every one of those texts agreed with every fan out there and everything I believe in, what I see in that game tonight. Coaches have to come in here and own up to every question you blokes want to throw at us, and we do it week in and week out. We just keep on aiming up, coming in here, having to answer your questions after our week, season of hard work, and yet why don't the NRL get the referees to come in and answer some of these questions too?
Number 3, Trent Barrett in 2017. When controversial referee decisions have an impact on an elimination finals match, the coach is highly likely to blow up in the press conference. That's exactly what Trent Barrett did in his 2017 elimination final loss to the Panthers, as 2 controversial calls from the bunker forced Barrett to unload on the system.
Yeah, you could say that. That's probably an understatement. To have our season decided by 2 video referee calls, in my opinion, that weren't correct, is extremely tough to take. But at 10-all, how you get an on-field decision when a player kicks it into one of our players, it ricochets off him into Penrith player's chest, off his hand, how they can say that they are 100% confident that is a try is beyond me. And I have to be careful what I say, but what I would like is the bunker and Tony Archer and the referees to go into my shed and explain to my players that their season is now finished on the back of those 2 calls. The season will go on for everyone else, and everyone else, oh, geez, Manly got some rough calls. That's not good enough. Because if the Penrith, the ricochet one off the last, if that's awarded, if that's no try, which they should have done, they can't overturn it. It's crazy, and it's cost us our season. And dead set, what am I meant to say to the players? Unbelievable. So it's cost us our year. I hope that a grand final's not decided like that. That would be a bloody shame. The referee's better off saying, put his hands in there and say, I've got no idea. So let's have a look at it, rather than influence the decision of the bunker with a no try or try, when clearly how the hell can you see? It went off a foot, into a leg, into a chest, onto a hand. He must have good eyes.
Number 2, Shane Flanagan in 2017. The following day after Barrett's outburst came yet another press conference where Shane Flanagan believed the referees cost his Sharks their season. It was the other elimination final where Flanagan's Sharks took on the Cowboys in a classic finals match. Flanagan actually walked in with a full list of controversial referee decisions and addressed all of them during the interview. He was fined $30,000 and was very animated with his outburst.
No, it's disgraceful. Yeah, I know how Trent Barrett feels. I've spoken to BC, Brian Canavan, about, I'm not paying any money here, so I won't be getting sucked into that. But You know, the first one was, you know, James Maloney. We talk about, you know, at the biggest games of the year, and we just want it right, or close to right. Let the teams decide it. When is James Maloney a professional foul? It's not a professional foul, it's a penalty. If that. Luke Lewis got run off the ball every time. Go and watch the video how many times he got knocked to the ground in kick chase. Sasai Feki goes down the sideline, and in a really important part of the game, goes to pass it to Ricky Latelli, his centre partner, back inside. Guess what? He got tackled without the ball. If anyone on this planet thinks Andrew Fafita knocked that ball on, it went through his legs, tunnel ball through his legs. Taumalolo plays at the ball, clearly punches the ball out of Luke Lewis's hands, clearly punches out. Luke Lewis is one of the best players and honest players within this game, and he's never seen anything like it. And then we get to the real important ones. Paul Gallen, trying to get up to play the ball, and there's a bloke pulls the ball out. Paul Gallen should have been a penalty, game over, we win the game, full stop. So, you know, we talk about decisions, crucial decisions, all wrong. And clearly there were some decisions there, especially the Gal one, at a crucial time. It should have been a penalty. Andrew Fafita's wasn't a knock on. They kick a field goal. No scoring plays. We talk about the games, you know, we want to get people here. We've got bigger issues, bigger issues. We've got to fix this up. I know, I've never seen anything like it. You know, Luke Lewis in his whole career is telling me that he's never seen anything like it. We need to fix it up. Imagine if that was a grand final. Well, those two won't be there, but crucial. It's not a sin bin. It's not a professional foul. It's a penalty. But in the context of the game, Luke Lewis got knocked over numerous times. When Jimmy Maloney turned around and touched him, the ball's already in Valentine's hands.
And number 1, Jeff Tuvey in 2013. Don't think there'll be many arguments here, as Manly coach Jeff Tuvey pulled off one of the all-time blow-ups in his team's round 23 loss to the Rabbitohs. Tuvey addressed the 10-5 penalty count that went against his team and the controversial Steve Maddai no try, with the bunkers staying with the on-field decision of no try. But many people, including Tuvey, said that they could clearly see the ball on the ground from the replays. Nevertheless, you're about to see why this is, in our opinion, the biggest post-match press conference blow-up.
All right, let's talk about the real turning point. Let's talk about the no try. Steve Maddai held up. Unless I'm blind, I can see the ball on the ground. So what was the decision? Can someone answer me that? Someone.
That rule is just painted them in.
Well, no, hang on. He said held up, but the ball's on the ground. Therefore, he's not held up. So what did they get wrong? What? So the ball was on the ground or wasn't on the ground? You're saying the ball wasn't on the ground?
I'm not saying that. That's
Well, what do you think?
They're saying that I think it was grounded before the line. And then they got lifted up and was held up over.
Oh, come on. Come on, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's got to be an investigation into this. Someone's got to be accountable for this. And they've got to be accountable for the penalty count. I mean, it ended up 10-5, and there was a couple of even up ones at the end. I mean, aren't we meant to have the best referees for this game? Were they the best referees we've got? 10-5 penalty count. It was 6-2 the first half, and the Manly side still managed to be in front. But the two blokes in the box couldn't see it. Well, they need high-definition TV, bigger ones. So if it was held up, I can see the ball on the ground. I don't get it.
So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts.
I do believe this is it. I think we can get any better than this. Right. Gotta fix up the Twitch thing. I don't think I'm able to. What turn this off? What is... This is not... That tab. Get rid of it. Rid of it. How do I get rid of it? Oh, that's better. Just close it. Okay. Now that I got that sorted, let's see if it all works now. Alright, at least I know it all works now. Am I still able to see the chat? No.
Hey guys, Curtis here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use simulator mode within OVR Toolkit.
I'll be right back. Where are they going? Out the way.
That's the mode for using the program when you don't have VR controllers on hand, such as say you're playing simulator games, Elite Dangerous, iRacing, Assetto, things like that, where you only have a keyboard and mouse, or the keyboard/trackpad thing on hand. To get started, you'll want to press F8, which will show the OVR Toolkit logo in the bottom left. This now means you're in edit mode. Whilst you're in edit mode, you can hold left control and it will show edit mode. Whilst you're in edit mode, you can hold left control and it will show this menu. Navigate it by using the arrow keys up and down, enter to select, and backspace to go back. So first we'll begin by spawning a new window. So window list, spawn window, enter. Then we'll go to the window settings, move window, and release control. Now this will show you a bunch of controls on
Yay! I think I got it done. Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. Now I can always read chat as I'm racing. But never do this at home, kids. Never. Where were they going? Out. Things that we has paid with. It's all. Yeah. Pickups. Yeah, I don't want to go on that. That one starts at 30 minutes, so with the let's do the trucks. Oh, right. Well, it's been 15% for a while. Is it working? Hey, Christian. Or should I call you Villa? How you doing? Just give us a moment, it's still loading. Then let's see if it all boots up nice and easy. You might like this. I rally my fucked on me, but he's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy to minimal recompense. The distinct lack of acknowledgement has now begun to go. And I come to realize that I don't give a
Yes, man. It's crazy.
Ah, bugger. I'm gonna start at the back. Oh, good. So fucked up, they refuse to fucking...
There's no way you guys are getting a half a second faster on qualifying.
How do you like the stream so far, buddy? Do you like the look of it? I could put the relatives on that side, but it looks like a real nice NASCAR layout. What do you think? Oh, just okay. I thought it was be impressive. Oh well. Sure. We could definitely do that.
Ah, dang, man, you got so stupid.
Oh, I thought I was meant to pass on the outside, not the inside.
Not even the first corner.
Ah.
Come on, I was cruising along on the apron.
Really, dude. Come on.
That's it, go! Got about 5 laps of fuel.
I will be getting a VTube icon, so I still need a place where I can place my face. Yeah, I'm in a new place. Wait, what do you mean by new place? Yeah, I'm living in a new place at the moment, yeah. I mean, like, since last year. Didn't I tell you?
what the hell, dude? Ron, what the heck, dude? Are you an idiot or what? Turn on.
I'll talk about it more later on Discord, buddy. But yeah, what do you think of the layout? Oh, like, if we could update it, then we can definitely cater towards the game, the iRacing and Rocket League. Rocket League will be fun. Ah, okay.
Good race, everyone. Hello, good race.
I haven't heard from your sister for a while.
Nobody in here could drive with the crap.
I wish to hear from her again, but it's a shame that she's
Yeah, that's some dumb.
doesn't put half the effort in. Sorry, no offense. Like, a relationship is a two-way streak, as you know.
Yeah, look at the reflection, Bubba. You don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, here comes the fun
dude.
part.
Just whatever. Bunch of idiots. Love you, Bubba. Hopefully I'll see you in another one. Yeah, well, good luck with that. About tired of this bull crap. People can't drive. NASCAR. Yeah, wannabe. I don't know how to turn right. Sorry, brother. Bunch of wannabes.
That's good. I like that. Take a seat. You like to see. Do you need my ref sheet by any chance, buddy, or not? Oh, no way.
To match day 1 of the Japanese Top League 1 this afternoon. We get the 2022 season rolling with NTT Communications shining arcs up against the Kobe Steelers. Sean Maloney and Drew Mitchell in commentary. Drew, conditions A1, cool but excellent for this opening matchup out of Kobe.
Yeah, thanks, Shawnee. Thanks for having me, and welcome to the opening game, opening round of this League One competition in Japan.
I'll only run a night. Who can it be now? I can still read it. But if I move it up too much, it's not gonna... When you guys can't see it, but I'm actually watching the chat. I can actually see the chat and respond to you in live, rather than partial, if that makes sense. Instead of watching at the end. Like a heel. I mean, I can unattach it. You know what? Maybe I'll try that. Because... Oh, okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I like that. I think I like that very much, actually. Oh yeah, this is good. Now you're all attached to my head. I mean, not to my head, to... And all I gotta do is rotate my head. Although you are in the middle of my display. E. Hey, Chris, do you reckon you can also update my name as well, like in a different font maybe? That surely warms up the ties. Like, I like it, but I fear that it might not be eligible, like readable. Like, they'll see it, but they won't, but they won't fully understand how to spell it. There goes my safety rating. Sounds good. Thanks, buddy. Readable, but yeah. Lost. It's all about being smooth. Smooth in, smooth out of the corners. Alright, accelerate, accelerate. Don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, come on. Aga. That was embarrassing. Like, you can read that, like, if I was to put it a bit bigger and whatnot, but it's, still gets messy in the middle with the E and A's. It's still great, don't get me wrong, and I'll probably still use it, but just gotta be in a bigger setting. Hey, Uncle, I mean, Chris, Uncle Chris, whatever. You don't mind, if I could post some of your artwork onto my YouTube channel and, you know, credit you through either Discord or other safer work links, if that's okay with you. Twitter, maybe?
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget cold tires. Can't you see? I know it's a bit shaky, but I shouldn't be really. It's true, I can tell by the look. Alistair position. But I needed to make sure. Oh, oh, fuck! Fuck, fuck! You're the one who brake checked me, mate.
The brake no fault. You don't brake.
Oh. That one broke there.
Don't brake.
I didn't brake.
This fuck game.
Yeah, bullshit he didn't brake. He has plenty of room in front. I slid because he... Looks like that. Get about the tires.
Go, go, go!
I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry about that.
Come on. I probably should have taken it easier. Because I didn't hear my own advice, maybe. I'm not giving him back that position. Definitely not. The way he defended against him, spinning him out. You're losing a lot of points. Very smooth. The guy behind me is the one that I need to catch up to, and he's 11 seconds behind. So I need to pick up the pace. But I won't be able to make it.
Sorry for the collision on you. I don't think you saw me on the left.
And thanks for standing still for me, guys. I didn't shift the gear stick down, that's why I failed that. Still catching up to them, but I just wish that I had more time.
Chicken flag. Good job. Very good job.
Not really a good job, but... I gotta do better than that.
And like you say, perfect conditions. A little bit on the chillier side, but both these teams will be looking to attack from, you'd imagine, from anywhere this afternoon. Plenty of players to keep your eye on from both sides. There's a guy that a lot of people have a bit of interest in, coming back. First game in a long time in the 15-man code.
Yeah, the multiple John Eales medalist, Israel Folau, back at fullback. But the newly branded competition gets rolling in Cobbett, and it is the Steelers who send it down inside the Shining Arcs. Fakes the kick, finds a steady bit there of Black, who knocks it up over halfway. Okiola across the line for Cruden, looking in, looking out, now switching late with a man that we highlighted pre-game, Lee. Steady hands there to still it short of the 22. Lovely handling here for Marita to Schickerling. Schickerling 5 away. It's nice and quick for the home side. Lee ducks under a high one there from Moore. Okiola. Iwasa from the floor, gets it away for Jung. Penalty advantage here as well for the Steelers. Across the line they go. And it is a beautiful touch of handling on the outside that sees Buckman grab the first for Kobe Steelers.
Yeah, great build-up play for the Kobe Steelers. And that man there, Richard Buckman, just straightened up the attack off Cruden. This is the initial break. Schickerling gets into some space, and some cover defense from the Shining Arcs brings him down. But the patience as they go out the back. Cruden's just slightly drifting, and Buckman straightens the line, gets inside Folau, and scores it under the posts, their own half. And now they get the ball back.
Steelers flap that one down to Folau. Folau winding up. Penalty advantage here for the high tackle there. Black, dummies, holds it up. It's a beautiful ball away for Moore for Folau. Folau reaching and scoring.
Time off. Okay.
We're going to have a look here for a little bobble.
そっちが八木さんの方ですね。グラウンディングしているように見えますけど、グラウンディング問題ありませんか？問題ないと思います。問題ないと思います。問題ないですね。はい、ありがとうございます。
Looks like they're going to give it.
Strike.
Good support play for the Shining Arcs. Big right foot step from Israel Folau to put him in space.
Here's a look at the high tackle that they were playing with, the penalty advantage, the Shining Arcs, and it was a 1-2, I think, from Black to Moore, and then away for Folau.
Yeah, it's good work for Moore, ball in two hands, giving himself the option, and there's that big right foot step we've seen so often. And getting it over the line. No TMO here this afternoon.
Folau banks 5 in the Japan Rugby League 1. He's had plenty of touches early on and makes that one count for the visitors. So Terry Black looking for the match leveling 2. 5 to the left of the uprights. Black knocks it over, and it's 7-7.
It's been pretty dominant so far from the Shining Arcs in terms of territory and possession, as we see Folau again from another angle. Forward.
He's definitely there. Miura, now he goes to work with the line out. Still there, Miura. Will he get it a little later? No. But we'll surely have a yellow card here. And the call's gone against Miura and his teammates.
I think they'll change it surely. Yeah, it's a penalty try and a yellow card to Moeaki Ola.
Did you just translate that from Japanese to English? That was going to be a penalty try.
I did a bit of Japanese when I was going through school.
So what is penalty try in Japanese?
I actually heard him say penalty try somewhere in English. But I think also looking at the footage, there was no other option for the referees and the officials once they had another look at it. But Paul Miura, he just can't.
Arita burrowing his way forward. Gill over the top. Gill gets a shot on it. Gill and Yin combine. They win the penalty right in front of their own poles. Black at the line flat, looking to connect here. They're queuing up left and right. Black delays the pass and misses the mark. Needed to go early and they were in under the sticks.
Yeah, he just had too many options there. Confused himself as to what he wanted to do. Really flattened up on the receipt of this. Gets the fend out. Has plenty of players either side, but actually just ran away from his support player who went to Leon and was so highly regarded. He actually coached the breakdown lessons at training.
Of which you had no part in.
I was sick on those days.
Well, he's got to defend here as the Steelers come away looking for their second, and they'll get it. McCurran fighting to get it down and does so. There was nothing but space down the left-hand side for the home team, and they make the Shining Arts pay.
Yeah, McCurran finishing it, having enough speed on the end as they come back the short side. A nice play at the back to Cruden. Yamanaka, nice hands. Moyakiola also holding it up really well. And McCurran, just enough momentum. Yumoto, has to be said, a gallant effort to try and hold him up, but just too much momentum for that man there. Brodie McCurran.
Cruden right on half-time. Attempting to square it up. This is toughest kick of the afternoon. First shot at the poles was a gimme. Cruden, 4 in from touch. Drags it away to the left, and at the break, it is the visitors. NTT Comms Shining Arts with their noses in front against
I think I'll make it for another qualifying session. I'm going to start at the back again. I have to lock it to my head. I don't think I'll even qualify. I don't think I'll make it. Maybe I will. I don't know, 3 minutes. If I don't cross that line in under that 4-minute mark, I'm not going to have a good qualifying session. Okay, I might stand a chance.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, boys. Good luck, boys. Don't drive me out in the first corner. Drive safe. Good luck. Good luck.
No one be a hero on the first lap.
Ah, fuck my life.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Wait, do I have to wait until everyone goes around for their first lap?
Yep.
Starting from the pits, yeah, you'll get the green after we take the, you'll get released from the pits after we take the green.
But I don't start a lap down, do I?
I mean, you're going to be rolling off pit road after we're rolling into one at damn near full speed, so you're not going to be a lap down right away, but it could happen. It's unofficial, so for these races, I wouldn't really worry about much of anything.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green.
It might be a blessing in disguise.
Woo! Woo! What the fuck, guys? Oh shit! Fuck, that was close. What the fuck, guys?
Wow, starting from pit road actually saved me. Now that was just a dick move. Why did you do that for, mate?
Fuck the one dude. Or not. Yeah, come right up on the track, you dumbass.
I know who the guy was that just ran me off the track off the start, but that was bullshit.
Okay, punch it.
What's up, boy? Hold on.
We'll get him next time.
Try again. Try again next time.
against the Kobe Steelers.
The players arriving after him that were infringing.
じゃあ1回外後ろに出ましょう。はい。青4番そのまま後ろ出ます。
Cruden to retake the lead, and he makes no mistake. 15-14. Nakajima, Nakamura, over to Cruden. Cruden sending it over the top for McCarran. Blast out of that first up shot from Hano. Nakajima. The big names are starting to up their work in the tempo of the game. Nakamura. The Endeavour brings a penalty, and Aaron Cruden could easily step in here and potentially advance that lead to 4.
Yeah, we just saw there Aaron Cruden looking straight across to the Steelers bench to perhaps get some.
Away from the ruck. Pulls it back, and it's on the board for the Shining Arcs. They're up by 6. It's theirs to lose.
Have another look at it here. Otere Black just putting it close enough for Israel Folau to do the rest. Getting a picky back of sorts from Oakiola, and then getting it down, and look how happy he is.
Getting valuable meters. It's getting fractured for the men in blue away to the left. Is that the way they head here, the Steelers? Noah Akiola will take some stopping in time. He lets Yang take it on. He's short. There's a second thrust as he got it down. They're claiming it. Now it comes back. It'll be the easiest of shots to goal for Cruden if they can get it in here. Cruden just letting his big men go to work. They swing it open. Here's Cruden tapping it on. Out wide it comes for Anderson. He's all alone. He pops well in contact. Here's Lee. Lee gets chopped. Somehow still with the Steelers. The Shining Arcs lucky not to get penalised there for not rolling away. They've conceded meters, and again there's a penalty. Lucky to dodge one moment. Noah Akiola. He's all alone. The Shining Arcs go in, get it. They get penalised and will be reduced